welcome to the Popsicle Stick Bridge Competition. This is a fantastic competition for students aged really anywhere from 12, 16, something like that. What this project does for students is a whole host of things. Material testing, so kids get a bit of an insight into material testing, which is something that we do later in later levels, so giving them insight to that is good. Fine motor skills, spatial reasoning, creative thinking, logic and reasoning, selective attention, so there's a lot going on. What are we going to focus on? Are we going to focus on, making this part of the bridge or that part of the bridge, or what's more important, or whatever? The design process, that's the primary reason why I teach this, because this subject morphs into design in year 11 and 12 with the senior kids, and I want to get it into them as early as I can, what to do and what it's about, and do you like it or don't you, all that sort of stuff. You need a lot of teamwork, because students do this in teams. You could do it individually, but I like to do it in teams. Project management, time management, all of those sort of things, problem sensitivity, so knowing where the problem is and what the problem is, all gets exercised in here. It gives students a little bit of a look into different pathways as well, like engineering is a big one for this. There is a bit of physics involved. I don't go too much into it, but you could tie this up with your science teacher, or maybe you are a science teacher and you want to do this in physics class. Go for it. Design, as I said, the design process, researching, finding out what's important, what isn't. Architecture, so there's a lot of strength and forces involved, and there's even different styles of bridges that people choose to build, so there's that as well. It's a great way to get students involved in getting hands-on, particularly for those ones who may not be as strong in their practical skills. In my experience, some students, they are quite hesitant to get straight in with using a saw or a chisel and a hammer, etc., etc. And this project takes a lot of that out. It also puts a focus on what the students' choice is really like. They decide what type of bridge they're going to build, they decide why, they decide where they're going to use their sticks, and the design and what research they're going to do and all this sort of stuff. So I really leave it a lot up to them. And this project does that quite a bit. So you can see an example, one example here and another example here, students using different techniques. It's a good 2-week block, so I teach this thing as a 2-week block, that basically we finish what we've done before, we do this, and then afterwards we start something new. It's basically a competition really. Kids figure out, they define what they're supposed to do, they do a bit of research which involves, discovering some principles about physics and forces, and then they do a bit of research, so practical research, how they're going to join this thing together, how are the popsicle sticks strong and how are they weak. They draw it, just an idea that somewhere they can start. I found that really helpful to make them draw something, put some rough estimate sizes on it so they know where to start, and then they build it, and that's the major section, so they love doing that, and then we do the competition here at the end. So that's just how it flows. The best way to use this resource, so you'll notice there's a whole lot of sort of modules and chapters. It is organised in a chronological order, so watch all the videos, have a quick read, see what you need, put it together, maybe have a quick go yourself at something, and then when you're running the project and someone asks you a question or you're not exactly sure, just come back and watch the video or read the section or something. If you have any questions, please send me an email. My contact details will be around here somewhere. I'll answer your question, and if it needs to, I'll update everything and make sure it's all up to date. So let's get in the next video and have some fun.